be in it, please. Tell him to be in it.
Say it.
It's a great day to be a Hawk. It's a great day to be a Hawk.
Happy Friday, Hawk Nation. I'm Clark Burkhead. Let's get down to business. First up, Southside has won the Hub City Innovation Cup for the second year in a row. Southside competed against other public and private high schools in Jackson. The recent competition was at Union University. Each team was tasked with developing a concept or project to make life better in Jackson. After 2 days of competition, Southside was declared the winner. The team was coached by Tassa Mancini. Team members were Dallas Weddle, Lincoln Triplett, Callan Ernest, and Weston Blankenship. Ms. Mancini selected the team based on recommendations from teachers and school counselors. The students were picked for their thinking and problem-solving abilities.
Because last year, I feel like that's what set us apart from the other teams, because it doesn't necessarily have to be the smartest kid. They just have to be able to think for themselves and work together. So this year, our team was a little more diverse than last year, but what I feel like kept us in the winning streak was the way they presented themselves and thought outside of the box.
Let's hear what the team members had to say about the big win.
So the Innovation Cup is a competition between all the high schools in Jackson, and we had to be innovative about the prompt that came up.
Well, the prompt was to come up with an idea that could add or change value to universities or colleges to help graduates succeed. Mm-hmm. And basically what we did was come up with a dual enrollment / loop program for high school students.
It was called Connect Work Explore. So it's kind of like those. So one block would be for cover letters, resumes, mock interviews, and then the second block would be hands-on learning, work-based learning, going out into the field. No matter what major subject it is, you're still going to be going out and seeing certain things and working in that.
And our idea was also meant to help college students succeed after college, like by getting a job and whatnot through their program.
Here's some more of what Ms. Mancini had to say.
They were able to get in front of big city leaders, college deans, and give their idea, get the feedback, get questions asked to them. And so the way they presented themselves on the stage in front of some of the biggest people in Jackson is just priceless.
The team won cash prizes, scholarship money, and $500 to donate to the nonprofit of their choice. From one competition to another, we now turn our attention to the Southside Band. It is marching season after all. Here's Halt TV's Portland Mackey with more.
On Saturday, the band traveled to Union City to compete in a marching competition. They did well. Here's what the band director, Mr. Sinclair, had to say.
We had two different competitions, one in the morning and one in the evening. So the one in the morning is not, you're not competing against other groups. You're really competing for a rating. And so we got really nice results there. Our percussion and color guard had superior ratings, which is the highest you can get. And our band got an excellent rating. So overall, that was our best ratings that we've had in my 7 years of marching band here. And then at the night competition that was the one where we compete against other groups. We were third in our class. And also just kind of looking at the whole contest, there were 20 bands there. And we compared pretty well as far as our music playing.
The theme of this year's show is codes. It deals with different kinds of codes like Morse code and binary code, etc.
And so our props are kind of based around that. They're kind of, some jumbled up different codes that will reveal a secret message at the end, which we haven't revealed yet. And so the whole show is kind of like the music is based off of, in a sense, codes using music of Beethoven. So there's little snippets of Beethoven's music throughout, and the students are essentially trying to reveal that message by the end.
Mr. Sinclair says the band needs to improve on its overall marching before this next competition, which is this weekend in Huntington.
That'll be a lot of fun. A lot of small groups there that we can have a good chance of fighting against.
For Hawk TV, I'm Portland Mackey. Back to you.
Thank you, Portland. The annual blood drive was held last Friday. Let's check in with Miss Webb to see how that went.
The blood drive went really well last week. We were down a few donations, just people were out, but we did have a really good blood drive. We had 26 people that attempted to give, and we had 17 units that were taken. So that's a really good drive. I know the blood drive is very short on blood supply right now, so anything that Southside could do to help was great. We appreciate all the students that came out and gave, as well as the faculty and staff, and look forward to the next one in April.
3, 2, 1.
Hey Hawk TV, it's the A&K show. I'm Keely.
And I'm Amari. Last week we got to crown our new homecoming queen,
Our girl JC Lynn. Now let's see what JC has to say.
Getting queen meant a lot to me because it's something I really wanted, and I have those memories now to look back on. At first it was super nerve-wracking, like being out there on the field in front of everybody, but when I seen my family and friends on the sidelines cheering and seeing everybody who just came out there to support me, it meant a lot, and it was just super fun getting to dress up and just feel super pretty, and then at the end of the day get the crown. So I want to thank everybody who voted for me and made that happen.
Thank you, JC.
Last week we was able to dress up for homecoming.
Aaliyah took some pictures. Let's have a look. Thank you, Aaliyah.
Now let's look at the highlights from the pep rally.
Underway in the hula hoop toss. The competition is intense. Who will win? We will have to wait and see. And they're off. Go! Shoulder, knee, shoulder, head, knee, shoulder, palm.
That's the end of A&K show today.
See y'all next week. Peace, y'all. It's Jessica the coolest.
The Southside NJROTC recently took part in the 9th Annual International Food and Arts Festival. This year's event moved from the downtown area to the Jackson Fairgrounds. A good time was had by all. Our NJROTC led from position 1 while marching in the multicultural and multinational parade around the fairground, after which the color guard presented the flags to all in attendance for the national anthem and pledge of allegiance. Our cadets made a Nordic Viking drumline from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and even managed to get on stage to drum along with them for onlookers to enjoy. Let's roll that footage. And now it's time for our question of the week.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cam with Hawk TV, and this week's question of the week is, what would you change about yourself or the world? Me personally, I would change talking a lot and saying what comes to my mind, because sometimes I don't know when to shut up. Now let's see what y'all have to say.
If I could change one thing about myself, it'd be like I wish I wasn't so nonchalant and I didn't care about stuff.
The pay rates at them stores, cause they be too low. Like they need to be higher.
If I could change anything in the world, it would definitely be gun violence. But
if I could change anything about myself, it would be me being delusional.
One thing I would change would probably be like, I don't know, world pollution, I guess, because, save the turtles.
I would probably change my attitude because sometimes I can be rude.
If I could change anything, it'd be cancer because it affects a lot of people.
Pollution, because it's too much trash in the oceans everywhere.
One thing I would change in the world is how we gotta come to school so early every day. Like, we gotta be here at 7:15. I gotta wake up at 5:30. Like, that just needs to change.
If I could change anything in the world, it would be the way that people smell, especially in this school.
It'll probably be my personality. I feel like I don't get to that emotion how I'm really supposed to. Like, the only thing on my mind should really be emotion.
If I can change one thing in the world, it'll be the way that guys express their feelings and whatnot towards their girls.
Yes, because if they expressed themselves differently, I would have been settled down by now. But I'm patiently waiting.
My height, I'm trying to get to 6 foot, so.
I'd want to make the world just a generally more loving place and accepting of everyone.
I wish I didn't care so much, you know what I'm saying? I'd be caring too much about these girls.
Deodorant's like $1. Go get some.
As always, it's been a busy week in sports. From senior nights to Friday night lights, there's been a lot going on.
2 of our sports programs held senior nights earlier this week. We begin with the Lady Hawks volleyball program. On Tuesday, head coach Kimberly McNeil and the volleyball team honored 3 seniors for their hard work and dedication and impact on Southside volleyball's last 4 years. Recognized prior to home match against TCA were Kamora Curry, Allie Kate McDonald, and Jalen Page. Kamora Curry wears number 14. She's an outside hitter. Her advice to younger players is to be you. Learn to know yourself, what you like, and what makes you happy. Allie Kate McDonald wears number 21. She's a libero and a defensive specialist. Her advice to younger players is never give up, community, and to have fun. Jalen Page wears number 24. She's a setter. Her advice to younger players is no matter what happens, remember you have a purpose in this world, and you will do great at whatever you decide to do. The night was extra special because the Lady Hawks won the match in 3 sets. In other volleyball news, Jalen Page surpassed the 500 assist mark for the 2023 season. It was certainly a special week for her and all the seniors. The Lady Hawks soccer team also held senior night on Tuesday. The 3 seniors on honor were Kazaria Atkins, Melissa Calixto, and Gabrielle Gonzalez. They were praised for their hard work and dedication on the soccer field. Kazaria Atkins wears number 25. She plays winger. The accomplishment she is most proud of is stepping out of her comfort zone to meet new people. She advises teammates to always keep going no matter what. Melissa Calixto wears number 2. She plays right defense. The accomplishment she is most proud of is doing well in school. She advises teammates to communicate more and improve as a team. Gabriela Gonzalez wears number 21. She plays middle field. The accomplishment she is most proud of is when she headed the ball for the first time in 6th grade. She advises her teammates to play hard. The cross-country team was also in action this week. The team ran the TCA Invitationals on Tuesday. Competing for the Hawks were Cole Kaufman, Alex Vyers, Sarah Rivera, and Allison Rivera. You can see their finishing times on the screen. Great job to these athletes and head coach Jeff Wyatt. Last but not least, it is Friday, so you know what that means. The Hawks football is back on the field tonight. They travel to Bolivar for a non-region game. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. The Hawks are hoping to bounce back from a tough loss last week against Lexington. Scoring touchdowns for the Hawks last week were Jamarion Burns and Rocarius Lacey. For Hawk TV, I'm Roy Newbo. Back to you, Clark.
A few reminders before we go. The senior ACT retake is next Tuesday. All other students will be virtual. Also, seniors, please remember to get your senior quotes in for the yearbook. They should be no more than 18 words long. One last thing before we go. It's come to our attention that some teachers are turning off the TV before our episodes are completely over. So watch the end credits and stand by for some bloopers. You might even see me there. Follow us here at Hall TV. I'm Clark Burkhead.
It ain't even funny no more.
To get your senior quotes for the yearbook.
Getting Queen was super fun. Why was it fun? Daisy, why was it fun?
Like the whole thing, just like the lesson. Okay.
If you ain't watching Hawk TV on Friday at 1:45, then what is you doing?
That's it right there.
Miss Lee, we had an interview about the rising cost of yearbooks.
What? I don't do interviews. Mr. Gaskins knows I don't do interviews.
I'm just playing. We're here for Samantha, so she can get off.
Samantha's not even here.
All right. It's a great day to be a Hawk.